Hello everyone, my name is Ernest Pokropek, and next year I'll be a senior student of computer science at Warsaw University of Technology, Poland. This year, at the RIS program, I'm working on a project related to medical diagnosis using machine learning. And the problem we are facing, together with Rachel Lee and under the mentorship of Dr. Dubrovsky in the Autumn Lab, is we want to distinguish between two really interesting phenomena, which is hemorrhage and endotoxin. What is endotoxin, first of all? And endotoxin, also known as lipopolysaccharides, short as LPS, are component of the outer membrane of gram-negative bacteria. And unless you have medical background, which I don't, that wasn't so clear. And in a huge approximation, endotoxin level in our body is higher when we are exposed to a bacterial infection. It might lead to septic shock and even death. So that's pretty serious, right? And from the other hand, we have the hemorrhage. And hemorrhage is a fancy word for bleeding. There's no problem in detection of external bleeding, right? Well, there's also internal bleeding. So with the internal bleeding situation, it's slightly more complicated because if the bleeding is slow, it's still dangerous, but it is not so easy to detect it at first. So it turns out that both endotoxin and the hemorrhage have the same initial symptom, which is drastic drop of blood pressure. And if we can use a machine learning model to distinguish between the two, it will be great, right? We have ideas, we think we know how we might solve it, and fortunately by the end of summer we will have a really nice model that is able to predict between endotoxin and hemorrhage. Thank you so much for your attention and wish you a great summer.